Hey everybody, welcome to Shadow and Lightwork, a channel all about tarot, energy work, astrology, and spiritual well-being. I am Michelle, and this is your tarot message for Tuesday, February 16th. And today I'll be using the Brady Tarot again. It's one of my favorite decks. It's new. I've only had it a couple weeks, but I'm a big fan. This is produced by an artist in Denver, Colorado. Her name is Emi Brady. And these are prints formed from lino cuts. So it's a carving or similar to an etching. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So we'll do a 3-card message of the day. Oh, there's the first one, string. And the second is the Hanged One in reverse. That's interesting. That especially is one that's always interesting to read in reverse because they're hanging. So we'll take a closer look at that. And the third one is Rivalry. So we have the Strength card, which is a major arcana card. That's number 8. We have the Hanged One, which is another major arcana card. We're getting some big messages coming through. Longer range messages, longer range kind of plans in these cards. Whenever you get the major arcana, it's more significant than with the minor arcana, which tends to be more daily events. Major arcana represents a longer term type of message. So this is the Hanged One, major arcana card number 12. And 5 of Feathers, which is 5 of Wands in the traditional deck, which indicates rivalry. Okay, so we have Strength as the subject of the reading, the Hangman as the focus, and Rivalry as the overall energy. So here in the Strength card, in this image, there's a grizzly bear, powerful grizzly bear. This is a mama bear, and she is protecting her territory or being put to the test. We have the Great Horned Owl, so there's an aspect of informed strength. Wisdom with strength combined. So it's not just standing up for something, it's standing up for something with a purpose. Standing up for expressing your integrity. And at her feet we see a rattlesnake. And the rattlesnake is entwined around her feet in the shape of an infinity symbol. Lemon skate, which is usually in the Strength card above her head. So in the traditional Strength card from the Rider-Waite deck, there's a woman holding open the mouth of a lion and taming the lion. So exercising inner integrity over a situation, a peaceful expression of strength. Here it's a little less peaceful and a little more tricky, having that rattlesnake at her feet. So while she expresses strength, there is an aspect of treading carefully, being judicious about how you're expressing that energy. This one is interesting too, the Hanged Man. So when the hangman is in the upright position, and here we see a possum hanging from a branch, it's usually the figure in the card that's hanging upside down is doing so voluntarily. So the hangman represents taking an opportunity to think something through, to meditate, to mull it over, pausing for a beat, to figure out what your next step is, to build the plan, to wait for the right moment or opportunity to move forward. So this card is about taking a break or seeking inspiration. You see the light around the possum's head, and there's also in the traditional card light surrounding. So it's about waiting for the inspiration to move forward, the right timing. When it's in the reverse, that's a tricky one to interpret, and it can sometimes mean that the hesitation or the pause in action is not necessarily due to your own choosing. So you might be waiting for something else to happen, or there might be something blocking your path. So it's not about it's not just a matter of gaining enlightenment by taking a break. You may be ready to move on at this point, but there's something else that's getting in the way. So that's the Hangman. And I'm going with that interpretation because of the last card, which is the overall energy card for the reading. And it's 5 of Feathers, and it's rivalry. And you can see in this picture there are 2 Gila monsters having it out in the desert and just having a tussle with each other. Normally this card, the rivalry is more for fun than it is for competition. It is a friendly competition, let's put it that way. So it's usually bantering about. It can be rivalry among siblings or friends, but it's not that anyone's trying to hurt anyone else. It's just a growth model. It's about learning how to deal with conflict in a safe way, in a fun way, in a space that's nobody's going to get hurt. So this is an interesting combination of cards, with Strength being the subject and the hesitation with the Hanged Man. I'm going to pick another card for that to try to get some more insight into the interpretation of the Hanged Man. So I'm going to select another card, this time from the that was a quick shuffle, from the Brady Tarot deck. So this one is about work, and it actually came out upside down. So this is another one. Okay, so with work, which is the 3 of Discs, and I'll turn it around this way again. So work is, in the traditional deck, the 3 of Discs or 3 of Pentacles. It's the earth element, and it is, in this deck, the 3 of Roots. And it represents a focused effort toward building something. And there is always, because of the 3 discs, there's an element of collaboration. And that kind of clarifies for me the information here. So being in the reverse, it gives me the impression that in the Hangman position, you are probably at a stage where you're trying to move forward on a project or move forward on a personal goal, but you're being held up a little bit because you're waiting for someone else. In the traditional deck, there are 3 men standing in a chapel, and you kind of get the effect of the chapel here. One is the builder or the stonemason, and the other 2 are architects, and that's they're working together to create the cathedral. In this case, it seems like you may be waiting on someone else's input before you can move forward on either the project or the goal that you have, be it personal or professional. And there could be a bit of rivalry or competition in the process. But overall, you will have the strength to, and the stamina to wait them out, to hold the project, hold your goal, and keep it in mind and keep developing it, and hold that inspiration and that strength to move forward despite any rivalry or obstacles getting in your way. And maybe tomorrow we'll get some insight into the timing of it. So I'm going to close the reading here. If you have enjoyed this reading, then please do like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you'd like to schedule a personal reading, you can reach me on my website at shadowandlightwork.com. The link is in the website. Make it a great day. All right, namaste.